First tonight, housing affordability is a big issue for many, but what does that mean for Central Illinoisans?
WMBD's Cameron Main breaks down new data that shows how much you need to earn to afford rent. Cameron.
A report by the National Low Income Housing Coalition shows fair market rent throughout the state is high enough, it's threatening homelessness for many. The report measures the hourly wage needed to afford a modest apartment across the country, state by state. In Illinois, that average is $30 an hour. The data is also broken down by county. In Peoria, you need to earn more than $19 an hour. For Bloomington Normal, it's closer to $21. The housing wage is calculated by assuming a person works full-time, 40 hours a week, and throughout the year without any breaks. Bob Palmer with Housing Action Illinois says for some people, this is unrealistic.
Students, for people with disabilities on Social Security or other types of fixed income, the housing situation in order to be able to find an affordable place to rent is actually much worse.
There's a term called rent burden. If more than 30% of someone's paycheck goes to rent, they have less money to spend on essentials like groceries, gas, and utilities. A finance professor at Bradley says rent prices are overburdening many renters.
If you're doing a 40-hour week for 52 weeks, around $62,000. So if you cannot afford proper housing with that sort of earning, then the situation is really dire.
That means if these people have one bad car accident, one expensive bill, or hospital trip, they could become homeless. But a local nonprofit in Peoria is hoping to ease the housing crisis. The Peoria Opportunities Foundation rents to low-income people for set prices.
So all of our rents are set at 30% of the income that the tenant has. So if a tenant makes, if they're low income, then they're only going to be paying 30% of what they do make.
Bob Palmer believes another solution could be in local ordinances.
Remove obstacles to building more rental housing, looking at innovative ways to build and construct housing through like modular housing.
If you are close to or are homeless, you can call 211 for directions to emergency housing in your area. Thomas?